Want the UFC. I want to get back in there and remind people that, like, look, there was a little hiccup with the Ultimate Fighter, and I know the level I'm at. I know the power I possess, and just go in there and start knocking people. I just need that one opportunity. That's all I need. Look at the guys I've bet. Look at my.
From MMA Island. Christopher Santiago with MMA Island. Today I'm talking to former European champion Andreeas Binder, who's coming off back-to-back knockouts, winning the Cage Warriors 206 main event last Friday. Andreas, I'm sure you're happy with the result. How are you a few days after it?
Thanks for having me on. First of all, Chris, I really appreciate it. It's been a while. I'm still in cloud nine. I still feel amazing. Like, it's been a very good weekend. Got the job done nice and early. So yeah, I'm unscathed. I feel great.
Awesome, man. I know you've headlined shows before, but what was it like main eventing in Cage Warriors? Was there any added pressure of the fight?
It was definitely a dream come true. First of all, I've always wanted to get on Cage Wars since I was a kid. In the famous yellow gloves, and to headline my first event after my second fight with the promotion means I'm good enough to be there. And it was definitely a lot of pressure. All right, I think it was the fact that maybe it felt like a bit of fighting in the UFC Apex, because it was closed doors, invites only. So it was definitely a lot of pressure. Like, I felt like I was carrying kind of like the crowd, and I just felt good, man. I felt good. But, like, look, pressure make diamonds, so I felt good under pressure.
Awesome, man. And do you feel like, obviously, back-to-back knockouts now, do you feel like it's a result of the Ultimate Fighter experience, or is it just the amount of work that's been culminating at SBG Charlestown?
I'll say it's a mixture of both, to be honest. Obviously the Ultimate Fighter didn't go my way. It was that bitter taste in my mouth, left that bitter taste in my mouth. So that kind of just made me work harder and harder in training and refine these little small details and stuff with Roddy, and it's paying off. And look, I have dynamite in these hands, bro. So if I touch you, you will go to sleep regardless. But no, I'm just evolving. I'm focusing on myself more and more, and I'm getting better each camp as I go. And each fight I have, you could see the difference.
Awesome, man. I feel like with MMA fans, if you know MMA, if you know fighting, you know Owen Roddy, your coach. What's the best piece of advice that he's given you over the years that's really stuck with you?
Just just be confident in yourself. Be confident in your ability, and if you put in 150%, you will get 150%. Like he always says that there's not going to be, like, you go into a fight knowing that you haven't put in the work in training and on the mats. You're going to get found out. But when you commit and you put 110% in those hours that were leading up to fights, the results will follow. And yeah, just believe in yourself. That's the biggest thing, and that's what I started doing more and more and more.
Very cool, man. I know you alluded to it in your Instagram post, but I guess what's next for you, Andreas? What's on the horizon? What do you want next?
I want the UFC. I want to get back in there and remind people that, like, look, there was a little hiccup with the Ultimate Fighter, and I know the level I'm at. I know the power I possess, and just go in there and start knocking people. I just need that one opportunity. That's all I need. Look at the guys I've bet. Look at my CV, my resume. Like, I've knocked out and bet a lot of high level competition. So it's only a matter of time.
Awesome, man. Is Irish MMA back? Because I know in 2013, 2014, there's like a big boom. But now we have Ian Gary headlining. We have Conor McGregor headlining. I mean, is Irish MMA back then?
It's never left. But now I feel like there's more and more hot prospects coming out of Ireland, and we're making waves, not just on the European circuits, but the world circuits, like you see multiple Irish world champions in different promotions and organizations. So like we're definitely growing as a nation anyway, and we're definitely like making big waves out there. And I think this year and definitely the start of next year will be. I see a lot more Irish fighters in the UFC.
Hmm. I gotta ask about Connor just because like I feel like a lot of people are counting him out, especially with this fight being at welterweight. Do you feel
Yeah.
the same way? And I guess can you talk to me a little bit more about that fight?
Yeah, bro. Connor is definitely clued in against Max. And the thing is, like, Max is going up to welterweight, and Connor is just massive at the moment. And he's just so zoned in, so dialed in. He'll definitely make a big impact and will definitely finish Max. It'll be a great fight for the fight fans around the world, regardless. I wish there was a BMF belt involved, but no, I think Conor gets the job done. I think he has that hunger back in him again, and he definitely wants to. He's been out the cage for so long, but he's like, he's just so talented, so good. So he'll definitely make a big impact.
Awesome, man. And you wanted to make your like, if the UFC were to sign you tomorrow or today, you would
Yeah.
want to make your debut in Paris or Belgrade, right?
Yeah, 100%. I'm ready to go next week if they need me on a quick turnaround. No problem. I'm ready. Like, my weight is good, no injuries. But ideally it'll be perfect. 1st of August, 5th of September, I'm ready to go. Or if there's any pullouts on any show, I will be ready.
Awesome. Besides the fight game, I'd like to ask fighters like what they like to watch, whether it be movies or TV. Is there anything that's caught your eye recently that you've watched, or I guess any movies, any TV shows, anything like that?
Yeah, I've started watching Outlast with my missus on net. It's a Netflix documentary about survival and stuff like that. Like I think it's really good, and it definitely kind of opens your eyes a little bit on how to survive out in the wild, kind of thing. If people don't know what it is, you're just like uh, I think there's 16 people. They go in and you're just trying to survive. You're split up into teams and stuff. You're learning how to hunt, to fish, to forage, to make fires, everything. It's class, bro. So yeah, it just shows that there's a lot of people out there that are really willing to sacrifice a lot, and shows you the mental strength of some people as well. But that's definitely one of the series I'd be watching. And for me, movies wise, I watch all comedies. I hate horror movies, so I watch any type of comedy.
Awesome, man. Who's your favorite comedian, if you have one?
Ooh, it'll definitely have to be Kevin Hart.
Oh, Kevin Hart, nice, nice. I think mine would I feel like Jim Carrey.
Spoken.
I grew up with
And
Jim Carrey,
Yeah.
so like all of his movies are just really good in my opinion.
Yeah, Jim is he's fantastic as well. Like, so it's just there's so many amazing and great comedians. So yeah, I'd watch anything really.
Awesome, Andreas. Well, I think that's all the questions I had for you today, man. I just want to thank you again for the time. Is there anything that you want to say to the fans out there watching before I let you go?
No, just look, thank you everyone once again for continues to kind of jumping on this bandwagon since my first amateur fight and people believing in me, and now I'm on the verge of achieving great things. So just stay on it, stay strapped in because we're going all the way to the top. And yeah, just huge shout out to all my friends and family. It has been my rock since day one, So and big shout out to my sponsors. It's making my camps a lot easier, even though I'm still balancing 40 hours a week in work.
Thanks so much, man. And you were on the Energize show yesterday, right?
Yeah, I was, yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, my friend, Donna Corby, I remember when he used to be on there. They would have him as a guest every now and then, but yeah, it's good to see you on that, man.
Yeah, bro, the lads are really pushing all the Irish fighters and they've been really backing me up like since my first amateur fight on Irish soil. So yeah, it's nice to kind of see the lads pushing all the fighters, not just me, but all the fighters in this small island.